guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So this story event right here, well, I guess it's sort of like a special event right now. This is Path to Ultimate Power, Gohan and Piccolo. We got several new stages added to the story event. It is still not done. In this story event, we still have not even gotten into Dragon Ball Superhero, right? Stage 1 is Saiyan Saga. Stage 2 is on Namek. Stage 3 is the Cell Saga, the Cell games. And I believe Stage 4, 5, and 6, this is just Dragon Ball Super. The Tournament of Power arc is all we're still in, right? So we still have not even reached Dragon Ball Superhero. What I anticipate is going to happen is probably with the final part of the Dragon Ball Super collab, or Dragon Ball Superhero collab, I bet you we will get the finishing touches to this story event right here, and then we probably will also get a separate Dragon Ball Superhero story event. That's what I expect to happen, because this entire event right now is not even covering the events of Dragon Ball Superhero, right? This is also where we can get this Gohan right here. He still does not have his awakening. I presume he's just going to awaken into a Super Saiyan Gohan, the one that fights Gamma 1 for a while. That's just what I'm sort of figuring there. There is these two new treasure items we can get, I believe from stage 6. Yeah, we can go ahead and grind these up, and there are some rewards we could buy as well. And then Miraculous Awakening, I wonder why Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo is the reason why, you know, it's the increased drop rates right there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the shop real fast, and then we'll do the new stages. Again, as I always explain, I always like to record all these story events and stuff like this. Especially because, we'll get to it in a second, but okay. So we can get some Kais. That is good. I could always use Kais. Wait, you could buy infinite amounts of these gravity chambers? Oh, okay. And then there's these ones as well. We can get some Dozing Kais and then a bunch of Zenny. We can get some Chilai items and stuff like that. I guess that makes sense since Chilai and Lemo are on Beerus's planet during the movie, right? Okay, sure. So let's go ahead and jump in. Again, Miraculous Awakening is going to be the events that will give us the increased drop rates. Nothing really too crazy with this sort of batch of stages right here, right? Like, it actually is not really that nuts, right? No awakenings or anything. Not, like, awakening medals or rare stuff to grind. Nothing, right? All right, let's just go ahead and jump in. I believe this is... Because I saw in the data download, the data miners had posted, like, the maps for the stages. And just seeing the maps, I could tell what the stages were, right? So this, I believe, is... Yeah, you could tell. This is Tournament of Power Gohan. But that's not Ultimate Gohan, because he, of course, does not have the bang, right? It's so funny. Everyone was... If you weren't around when the Tournament of Power was airing, everyone was memeing back in the day, because it's like... We knew, oh yeah, he's definitely back into Ultimate Gohan form because he has the bang, right? And, like, I remember people were joking around at the time, like, oh, Gohan's got his new form. And it's exactly the same as Ultimate Gohan, but they made the bang super big. And then it's funny because, you know, years later, Beast Gohan, that is one of the features, is that bang on his head is gigantic, right? This episode I actually thought was really good, though. I really liked what they did with that episode of Gohan, like, sort of, like, discovering his ultimate Gohan form power, and Piccolo sort of addressing Gohan's weaknesses in the Cell fight and the Buu fight, right? Talking about Gohan's overconfidence and his cockiness and stuff like that. I thought that was actually really good. Dragon Ball Super does have some really good stuff in it, and I'm definitely excited. I mean, now that we know the anime is coming back soon, definitely excited to see it get more into, like, the Moro arc and stuff like that. All right, so we're just getting... These are just, like, normal awakening medals and stuff like that. Sure. By the way, I really think they should... when we revisit the Tournament of Power category, which, dude, the Tournament of Power... At this point, it's, like, completely dead, right? Not a big deal, right? Because the game kind of had a little bit of a soft reset, I think, with the 7th anniversary in terms of, like, they're just flushing out a bunch of characters and you know, starting off with the 200% meta, right? So some categories that just haven't... I love that shot right there. Some categories haven't really had a chance to build back up. And the Tournament of Power is probably the most notable of those categories. I mean, it was not that long ago that the Tournament of Power was, like, the best team in the game, right? Universal Survival Saga, Reps of Universe 7 after the 6th anniversary, and it's just fallen off. I think, as it turns out, I mean, as I was saying at the time, too, UI Goku actually has aged pretty good. I think UI Goku is still exceptionally powerful, because whereas all these characters' defensive stats are irrelevant nowadays, UI Goku's gimmick is still dodging, right? So UI Goku can still hang in there in tough fights, because the point of him is to not get hit at all, right? Whereas, like, Evolution Blue Vegeta, his damage reduction mechanic, they fumbled him from day one. We knew it. A lot of us were calling it day one that they fumbled him, right? But my point is that many of the Tournament of Power characters have completely fallen off at this point, because there is no Tournament of Power characters that have come out after the 7th anniversary, except for, I think, the single worst EZATUR they've dropped in maybe ever, quite some time at least. Int Angel Golden Frieza is so abysmal. I think he really sucks. I think Int Angel Golden Frieza is borderline worthless, right? And this stage, of course, this is when Gohan and Piccolo train, like, they have, like, a training battle against Goku and Tien right here. This episode is pretty good. This episode also proved, by the way, many people continued to say, no, it can't be. But this episode proved that Ultimate Gohan, you be mad all you want to, he's Super Saiyan Blue level in the Tournament of Power, right? Like, it's pretty obvious. You know, it's like, yeah, listen, I know it's like, oh my god, Goku and Vegeta trained for years and then everyone just catches up in a second. Tough. Tough, man. I'd much rather that, where they're like, yeah, you know, Piccolo and Gohan had their crazy training. I'd much rather that happen than, everyone does nothing and it's just Goku, right? Which, even the Tournament of Power, who wins? Android 17, right? Who beats Jiren? It's kind of like 17 Frieza and Goku. Like, I think they did a really good job with that, right? Compared to me, that was always the big problem with GT. I don't really necessarily have a problem with, like, Goku being the one to have, like, finished the big enemy off or something like that, but I feel like GT, for the most part, doesn't do a good job of it. Especially in the Super 17 arc, it really is everyone just standing around waiting for Goku to show up, right? Which, at a lot of points in the series, doesn't really happen besides that. And then, of course, here's where Goku goes into Blue, and then Goku has to go into Blue Kaioken to finish Gohan off. Well, maybe he doesn't have to, but he does, right? Go Blue Kaioken to finish Gohan off. Definitely a really good episode, I would say. The fight between Gohan and Blue Kaioken right here was definitely very good. What's the other thing I was going to say, too? I was going to talk more about... one other thing that happens, for sure, right, in, like, a series like Dragon Ball, is that, I mean, you could definitely just see how things go and tell that this is pretty much the case, right? Once sort of, like, a plateau... Like once a level has been surpassed in Dragon Ball, like, once the characters, like, visually see it, they're then able to jump up and catch up. Because it's like, you could say that, oh my god, Goku and Vegeta training with their God Ki and all that stuff, it's so stupid how, again, Gohan and 17 and these characters catch up. But, I mean, would people have been saying the same thing if Dragon Ball was coming out these days? Legendary Super Saiyan Goku and Namek. Dude, the entire series is built up to this, the legends, it's incredible, Goku beats Frieza, and then Trunks shows up, people would be furious. I know, I could see people being, no, once in a generation, how is there another Super Saiyan? It should be Goku, right? People will be going crazy like that, right? Then Vegeta shows up against 19 and he goes Super Saiyan. I promise you, people would be saying the same thing. Like, Dragon Ball is not actually, like, all of a sudden, oh my god, now it's so much worse. I feel like there's so many similarities with a lot of stuff like that, right? Okay, so now we are going, this is the stage, this is the important stage that we actually do want to grind up right here, right? Which is going to allow us to get the plushie items. So, wait a minute, is it? I figured that it's just beating the fight? Okay. I figured that, because typically, like, this type of, like, item grinding, it's not like, oh, we just, you know, beat the boss and the boss drops a bunch of them. Typically, the way this works is, like, there's the little spots all over the map. But that's not the way this is, apparently. Okay, sure. And then, of course, here's the fight against Universe 6 and the Mechians. Oh, another thing I was going to point out is how many characters they can drop from the Tournament Power still. God Topo deserves a Dokkan Fest. Like, they could do, like, 80 more Goku and Vegetas of basically every single typing, right? Remember that the first UI Goku vs. Jiren fight is completely unrepresented in Dokkan at the moment. I think Ultimate Gohan should get his own card. I think Piccolo should get his own card, right? Golden Frieza does have a pretty good one. They could easy him, I guess, at some point. Yeah, okay, wow, so it's just... Oh my god, it says... Dude, one of the missions... Oh, that looks pretty good. One of the missions is exchange a total of 500. Dude, we got like 10 right there. Oh my god, okay, hold on. Yeah, it wants us to exchange 500 of the normal plushies and then 5 of the large ones. Interesting. Oh, okay, now we're into superhero stuff. Okay. So this is Videl calling Piccolo to go pick up Pan then. Finally, yes. All right, now we're cooking here. I wonder, is there a second fight? Oh, but there's the little plushies right there. Oh, okay, yeah. So now they're gonna tease us like that, and we're gonna end off just on that, right? Like that's sort of the end of it. Real quick, let me show the missions here, for the event. Yeah, I mean, these missions are honestly pretty easy to get, but I mean, how many of the small plushies did we get? We got 16. Oh, because I see. Because the drop we got was let me run it one more time. But I was just going to show this right here, right? So, beat stage 1 to get the Gohan, right? Get Gohan's SA to level 10. Here's the new missions, right? So, trade in 500 of the small plushies, 5 of the large ones, and then clear all the stages. That's it. That's all that's in there right now. I'm going to assume, right, that the way that just went down... it's because we did not get the small drops. I bet you, because the drop we got was the large one. Here, I'm going to turn the auto off real quick, and then we can skip this, and then we can turn the auto back on. Okay, yeah, I think we just got the large plushie was the one that dropped. Let me see if this actual boss right here will drop the small plushie. I'm just curious how much we'll get. But there we go. There is the new stages added to the... essentially Gohan and Piccolo event is what this is. Let me know what you guys think of it. Again, I'm kind of anticipating maybe part 3 or part 4 for the Dragon Ball Superhero Celebration. I think it's actually part 4, right? Because part 1 was just when the first stages just dropped and Gohan. Oh yeah, we got a bunch that time. Part 1 was the stages and the free-to-play Gohan. Part 2 was Cell Max. Part 3 is the Gamma's Dokkan Fest. And then part 4... presumably would be major Gohan and Piccolo stuff, right? Dokkan Fest Ultimate Gohan, Beast Gohan, Power Awakening Piccolo, Orange Piccolo, that type of stuff, right? I mean, they easily could do... What if the two banners was like, you know, Dokkan Fest Beast Gohan, Banner Unit Ultimate Gohan, Dokkan Fest Orange Piccolo, and then Banner Unit Power Awakening Piccolo? They could do that. Although I think all 4 could get Dokkan Fest from the movie. Power Awakening Piccolo, Orange Piccolo, Ultimate Gohan, and then... Beast Gohan, of course. Okay, so I guess I'll get to grinding and get this. Oh, yeah, this isn't actually going to be that bad. And some of the rewards we can get from there are pretty good as well. So, let me know what you guys think of the, you know, new stages added. Certainly not the most content right here. But I guess at least they did add a bunch of missions to the Cell Max event as well. So, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.